channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A all about birth and babies or pregnancy or whatever you guys asked me. I had you guys ask questions on Instagram, so I screenshotted a bunch of them. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started because I always freaking yap for way too long in these videos. First question is, how long did you bleed for after giving birth / how heavy? So I only had like pretty heavy bleeding for the first like 2 or 3 days after I had my baby. If you didn't know, you do bleed after you have a baby for like kind of a while. It's different for everyone, but I stopped bleeding at around like 4 weeks, I think. So it was like a full month. After the first like week or so, it definitely gets really, really light where you still have to wear a pad. You like can't use tampons or anything. It wasn't like super heavy bleeding or anything. It was more just like a light period after like a week. Next question says, what is worse, contractions or pushing? I definitely think that contractions are worse, and this girl said she's planning to get the epidural, so especially if you are planning to get the epidural, pushing honestly was not very hard for me. The contractions were a lot worse. Luckily my contractions were only bad once I was at like a 7, like I was pretty far dilated before it actually was like really painful. That was right when I got to the hospital and like right when I got my epidural, so I only had bad contractions for maybe like 30 minutes or so, and the contractions definitely did hurt a lot worse than pushing. Pushing honestly was not painful for me. What they say is that with the epidural, you don't really feel the pain, you just feel like the pressure. And I also didn't really feel any pressure until she was like almost out. She's sleeping like 4 feet away from me in her bassinet right now. I'm trying to teach her to sleep through noise, so that's why I'm filming while she's napping. But until her head was like almost out, I didn't really feel like pressure or feel an actual like that urge where you're like, okay, I have to push. Okay, so this next question kind of goes along with another question. So the first one is, no one ever talks about delivering the placenta. What is that like? And it kind of goes along with the next question, which says, tell us about what happens as soon as you give birth. Doctors are still working on you and like the minutes after birth and all of that stuff. Basically, you deliver the baby and the umbilical cord is connected to the placenta. So I'm like 99% sure that they cut that and then try to get the placenta out of you. Honestly, it's like kind of a blur. I don't really remember, but they put the baby on my chest and then I think Parker must have like cut the cord. I honestly don't even remember that part. I didn't have to push the placenta out. I don't know how they get it out. I don't know if they just pull it or like, I don't know, but either way, you're not really like paying attention to what they're doing because you're just like sitting there with your new baby that just came out of you, and it's crazy. And then my doctor said she was gonna look around to see if I tore, which I did in a couple different places. So if you didn't know, giant baby coming out of a small area, it can rip. Or if the baby like won't come out and it's stuck, the doctors will cut you to make it bigger for the baby to come out. So I did have to get stitched up. So basically for the first, I swear it took my doctor at least like 45 minutes maybe to stitch me up. So it was like a full hour after I had the baby where she was just like laying on me and the doctor was down there like doing her thing, but you're honestly not even paying attention, especially if you have the epidural, you are numb. So I couldn't feel like anything that she was doing. I wasn't thinking about it. It's like calm because you're sitting there with your new baby, but it's also kind of chaotic in the sense that like there's just a lot of people in the room, like the doctor and the nurses, and if you like have family there and stuff, which I had my mom and my sister in the room. They did leave for a minute like right after we had the baby, so Parker and I could just be alone with her, which I wanted, but also we weren't alone because there was all the doctors and nurses in the room. Personally, I was very happy that we didn't have anybody in like the waiting room or like family trying to come in right away. I wanted to have like at least a little bit of time actually like alone with Parker and the baby and me, like just us 3 before anybody else like came in to visit us like after the doctors were done. And that was kind of something I didn't expect, was for it to take so long. Like I thought for sure like, okay, the first hour after she's born, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought it would be like just us and like maybe nurses come in to like check on us or whatever, but that it would be like just us 3 in the hospital room. But it was probably at least like 2 hours, I would say, before I was moved, because they move you from labor and delivery over to the mom and baby unit. Personally, for me, I told everyone, I was like, do not try to come visit me until I say that you can come, because I didn't want to feel like anyone was trying to come into our room or like feel the pressure of like people wanting to come see the baby. I wanted at least like a couple hours by ourselves. So because we weren't alone anyways, my mom did come back into the room to like see the baby and everything, and then she left for the day. But that is just my personal opinion. A little tip, unless you like just don't care at all, I would tell people not to come until like, just don't have any expectation of when they can come to the hospital. You will tell them. Next question, how long did it take for the epidural to wear off, and how long until you could walk around? I feel like it was probably about 2 hours. I think, like I said, that's like about how long it took for me to get from the labor and delivery room into the mom and baby room, and I did have to get like out of my hospital bed and into the wheelchair for them to push me over to like change rooms. So at that point I could move, but I definitely couldn't like just walk there by myself. I could like get up. Let me tell you, after you have a baby, like getting up, even if you feel, it's like the weirdest thing. Like obviously it's a huge deal, but you kind of just think like once the baby's out, why wouldn't you feel okay? But you do not. And like I knew that I wouldn't, but it's just like crazy how you just feel like you are literally 7,000 pounds and like everything is so sore. Next question, I want to know how you managed weight gain during pregnancy, diet, workouts, etc. So I gained 24 pounds during my pregnancy. My goal was to gain under 30. Yes, I did care. Yes, I did not want to gain 50 pounds. I wanted to eat healthy. I wanted to work out. Those are things that I do like when I'm not pregnant anyways. I like to just like live a healthy, active lifestyle. I didn't want to just stop doing that because I was pregnant. And unless I was like super sick or something, I kind of was like, why would I not like continue to do that? So I wanted to gain under 30 pounds, but I obviously knew that like if my body needed to gain more than that to have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby, then it would, and that was fine with me, especially if I was like eating healthy and working out. Like whatever my body gained, that was like what it needed. But if I would have been just like sitting and doing nothing and eating crappy and then gained like 50 pounds, I wouldn't have really been okay with that. Just being honest. Now, a month after having my baby, I'm only 8 pounds above my pre-pregnancy weight, and I feel like my body is like feeling really good and healthy already, and I do feel like that's because I ate healthy and I worked out during my pregnancy. I had a healthy baby. But anyways, so to kind of answer the actual question, like my diet, I didn't really diet. I definitely did not like not eat or anything like that or try to like restrict what I was eating, but I just made healthy choices. I didn't try to like eat more because I was pregnant. I figured that just eating like how much I felt like eating, that was like what I needed to eat, you know? And then for workouts, people always ask me what I did during pregnancy, like what workouts I did. Honestly, just go to the gym and any random machine you see, just do it. That's what I did. I didn't really have like any set workout plan or like things that I did. I would just go to the gym and whatever machines I could do, I would do them. And I went like 4 or 5 days a week. That was how I like managed my weight gain. But again, I wasn't trying to do anything to like not gain weight. I was just making healthy choices, which resulted in me only gaining 24 pounds. Okay, the next question I think is a really good one. It says, my sister's due in October. I was wondering what is the best way to help her out. So something that my mom did that was so helpful was she came and like meal prepped a bunch of food for us during the first week. So we had dinners for every single night, and I think she did it the second week too. So it was so nice to have all of those dinners and everything prepped and like leftovers for lunch. So I would definitely say do that. That was like the most helpful thing that anybody did for us. So like go cook food for them, go do their laundry, go clean their house. Honestly, anything that like helps out in that way. Next question, do you miss being pregnant? Yes, I do. I really miss it. It was so fun. The last few weeks were definitely hard and I was ready to like be done, but I miss it so much. I miss having like a cute little belly. Is there anything you thought you would use more but Cove doesn't like it, or you just don't use it? The only thing I can honestly think of is the diaper trash that we have. We got the Munchkin one. It just is like such a pain. I honestly don't know if we ever had it like set up right and that's why we don't like it, but it just was kind of like weird and we didn't like it. So what we ended up doing was we had an extra just like regular trash can that was in our garage, like when you would literally have like in your kitchen pantry or something, like a normal one, and we just keep it out in the garage and just like chuck the diapers out there. So that's the one thing I can think of that we have and like don't really like. But I feel like for the most part, honestly, pretty much everything else that we have, I tried to keep it as minimal as I could. I still had like a lot of stuff, but I feel like we've used like pretty much everything else that we have. Okay, how is motherhood compared to how you expected it to be? I love it. It is so fun. I literally feel like I love Cove more like every single day, and it's just so crazy. Like at the end of my pregnancy, as excited as I was, like obviously I was so excited, but I was also so nervous because you just do not know what to expect. There's so much unknown. It's so scary. Like even if you are like ready for your baby in every way that you can be, like you planned it and you're financially ready and like your relationship is ready and all of that stuff, it is still just like you just don't know. Like those emotions the last few weeks before you have your baby are so intense. So I was so nervous. I seriously was just like, I can't even like picture like what life will be like. I just like, it's so new and you just literally don't know what to expect. But it has seriously been so amazing. And having a newborn, not that it's easy because it's not, but they sleep literally like all day. So you're kind of like eased into like having a baby and you have a lot of like time where they're sleeping, so it's not like too overwhelming, you know? And I do have Code on kind of like a little bit of a schedule, so I know kind of like an idea of when she's eating and when she's napping, so I can kind of like plan my day around that, and I know like when I'm able to get work done and stuff. So compared to how I expected it to be, obviously I like hoped and dreamed that it would be amazing, and it really is. I am loving it so much. Did you use everything that you packed in your hospital bag? I'm actually doing a video today on my vlog channel that is showing you guys like what I actually used, so I'm gonna link that down below for you guys. Do contractions feel like cramps, and did you find that your level of cramps during your periods prepared you? Yes, contractions do feel like cramps. I definitely thought I was like just having cramps when I first started having contractions, and I also have really bad period cramps, and so I feel like that's why I have a low pain tolerance, I feel like. But for period cramps, like I'm used to them hurting so bad, so I do feel like the fact that I'm used to them hurting so much kind of like prepared me for the contractions and like how bad they would hurt, and I had like a lot of them before I like actually thought that they hurt really bad. So I do feel like my period cramps prepared me for those. Do you and Parker take turns caring for the baby? Who does more or less of something? I wouldn't really say we like take turns. Like if I change a diaper, then it's not like his turn to change the next one automatically or anything like that. But I do breastfeed Cove, so I feed her pretty much like every time she eats. We have given her a bottle a couple times just to make sure that she will take one, but I am like in charge of feeding her and everything, and I do have her on a little like schedule, like I said, so I'm the one who keeps up with like it's time to feed her. So Parker helps with like basically he helps with like anything else besides feeding her, unless we give her a bottle. But we don't really have like a taking turns system or anything like that. And then we both do things like give her a bath, and what else do we even do for her? She eats, she gets diaper changes, she gets baths. Our system for in the night is Cove is only waking up once at night right now. She wakes up around like 2 or 3 usually. Parker will get up and change her diaper, and then he'll give her to me and I will feed her, and then I usually will like check her diaper again and then change it if it needs to be changed. So we're kind of like both getting up in the night to like take care of her too. Next question, was it weird having so many people in the room while you gave birth? I think I only want my husband. So I had Parker, I had my mom, and I had my sister. Originally, I was only planning on having Parker and my mom. I wasn't really planning on having my sister in there, but I wanted to have someone like taking pictures and video and stuff, so, and I felt more comfortable having my sister in there rather than like a random photographer. Obviously there's also like the doctor and the nurses. I feel like there was kind of a lot of people in there when I gave birth, but I definitely don't feel like it was too many people in there or like weird to have them in there. I'm really glad that they were in there because for one, it just was like nice to have my mom in there to like also be comforting me and like know that she was there, and it was just special for her to like see her first grandbaby be born. And then I'm also so happy my sister was in there because otherwise I wouldn't have had pictures and videos. But I am glad that I didn't have anybody else in there just because I don't know, I didn't want to be like I said earlier, I didn't want to be too overwhelmed with like too many people besides like the doctors and nurses who were just like going to be in there anyways. But it is definitely like a very personal thing, so if someone's trying to be in there and you don't want them in there, do not let them in. Only let in like whoever you want to have in there, because you are very exposed and you're honestly not thinking about it because it's just like a surreal moment, so you're not really thinking about like the view that everyone has. But I was very happy that I had those 3 in there. Next question, what has been the worst part of giving birth? Actual birth or the recovery? Definitely the recovery. Actually giving birth was honestly just not hard for me. I was really lucky to have a good experience, but the recovery has been so, it's like not horrible, especially now that I'm like past that and I'm like mostly pretty much healed. Like overall I feel like pretty much normal, but the recovery is definitely worse than the birth, but it's so worth it like to have your baby. Last question, how are you up and walking so soon after you had your baby? I could barely stand for like 2 weeks. Honestly, I went to Target literally when I was 2 days postpartum. We had a doctor's appointment for the baby, so we like went out of the house, and I think we needed like diapers or something, or what I wanted to get was smaller pads because the ones I got were so giant, and like I said, I only bled heavy for like a couple days, so I think I just mostly used like the hospital pads for like the really heavy bleeding, and then once I got home I needed big pads but not as big as I had, so I went to Target and was like walking around. So I don't really know how to answer that question, but I feel like everyone just is different. Like everybody heals different, everyone's experience after is different, everyone's birth is different, labor, all of that kind of stuff. Anyways, those are all the questions I'm going to answer. There were literally like a million more, but I feel like again I just talk so much even when I try not to. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and turn on my notifications, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.